major storms, but unfortunately enough to create a major inconvenience. Now, I do want you to know, especially well south of the city over in Jasper and Newton counties, also in northern Indiana, that's where we have the winter weather advisory that remains in effect. But as you look at the snow that is now falling, it is mainly well south of Chicago. So that's where the falling snow is, but we still have some accumulating snow into the overnight period. 24 degrees right now at O'Hare. Your complete forecast is coming up. When I was driving in, a lot of slush out there, Ross. It is, Tracy, it's very frosty on the roads, more so on the surface streets. The expressways are mostly wet, but still that thin layer of slush, and it can be very, very slick and dangerous. We've got a lot of things going on for the start of the rush. We just heard this come across the scanners as I was walking in the studio, inbound on the ice, right around Wolf Road. We've got a stall in the left lane. We also have a crash just moved off to the side, southbound on Route 53 near Euclid. I got crews very quick in getting that off on the shoulder. We also have a couple of...
says Illinois is on the verge of a major transformation. He is set to take office today as Illinois...
It was still snowing when I went to bed last night, so I thought the morning commute would be a total mess. Not so much the case, right? I mean, you know, a little slush here and there.
It was slushy.
The snow has stopped.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But the roads are still a mess.
Oh.
Not a huge mess.
Right.
A little mess.
Okay.
But it's enough to create problems when we have that thin layer of slush. I can vouch for that. My entire way getting to the expressway completely snow covered and then slushy the rest of the way in. So.
More snow this morning?
Mainly well south, but what we'll watch for the afternoon commute, the potential for some lake effect. Oh, yeah, more fun. And temperatures are going to be falling around the area here this morning. Potentially here on the Illinois side, too. Just looking at some updated information. Does have those bands maybe swinging here into the city late afternoon and evening, and becoming very windy as well. So as we look at our tempcast, you see 7 o'clock this morning, we have temperatures falling from where they are right now in the mid to upper 20s. And then you see 10 o'clock this morning, temperatures in the teens. And then as we get into the afternoon, temperatures in the teens and lower 20s around the area. And by 8 o'clock this evening, some of our temperatures may even be back in the single digits. So again, a reminder, the winter weather advisory, it is in effect, mainly far south over in northern Indiana until 9 o'clock this morning. But if you have any travel plans even farther south of there, and especially over toward Indianapolis, until 6 o'clock this morning anyway, they do have an ice storm warning that's in effect there. Well, our average high today is 31. Our high temperature today, 28. That has already happened. I don't think we are going to get back up to that number today. And in fact, right now, it's 24 degrees at O'Hare. We have a north-northwest wind at 12, and that is giving us our active weather real feel of 13. Right now, it's 28 degrees at Midway, 31 degrees in Whiting, Indiana. Wind chills, as we take a peek at those, coming off of some of these north-northwest winds in the single digits out in DeKalb, and it feels like it's 12 in McHenry and 16 in Aurora. And the wind chill forecast as we get into the day is most likely going to be in the lower teens and single digits, with those winds really picking up. A broader look at the radar, and you can see that snow that's from about Kankakee on south and then over into Indiana. Right now, lake effect bands are not an issue, but they may become an issue as we get into the afternoon. You can see later on this morning starting to develop, and then into the afternoon, more lake effect bands developing. As we get toward 4 or 5 o'clock here this evening, it's very possible we could see some of those coming right here into the city. This afternoon, partly sunny, kind of blustery. Those winds are really going to be picking up. May have wind gusts up around 30 miles per hour. So temperatures that they are right now are going to be falling. And then we have a couple of real cold days.
Now from Chicago, you're watching Terrell Brown, Judy Sue, weather with meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Speech next Tuesday.
This morning, the Hollywood buzz is about Boyhood after the film took home the Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture in the Drama category last night. The Grand Budapest Hotel won the award for Best Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Here's Jason Nathan.
And we start with a look at where the winter weather advisory is now in position, well south of Chicago. But if you're in Jasper, Newton counties down through Iroquois, it extends until 9 o'clock this morning. The falling snow continues again, mainly south of Chicago this morning. And as you see, yes, that includes Waseca observation goings on today. 28 degrees at Midway, 26 in St. Charles, complete forecast. And I wanted to show you where the snow is now falling. Not here in Chicago any longer, but just south. In fact, last observation out of Midway still reported some very light flurries, but you do get down towards Springfield. Pontiac, snow is being reported there, and it also continues to snow very lightly around Kankakee. Our temperatures have been falling. Our high of 28, it's already happened. We don't get back up to that today. 23 at O'Hare, 28 at Midway, 30 degrees right now in Whiting. These temperatures will also fall. You can see the direction they're going, 19 degrees right now in Crystal Lake. You do factor in a bit of a wind out there. Feels like it's about 9 in Waukegan and 10 in Aurora. Complete forecast that's coming up. Ross?
Road?